We travelled to WA to see their world-class beaches, and here are our top 5 favourites.
Welcome back to another video. This is Jimmy and I'm Bianca, and today we are going to be taking you through our top 5 best WA beaches, our favourites pretty much.
Yep.
So let's get into it. Quick disclaimer, I just want to say we actually have only been to the south side of WA, so we have not been up the top north side.
We've been from pretty much Perth down.
Yeah, so
that's why there's no beaches from Exmouth or whatever in this list.
Eventually once we go there we'll have an updated video, but for now that's just what we've got.
So our first beach up today is number 5 on the list, Little Beach in Albany. It is actually 35 kilometres east of Albany, and it is quite sheltered with lots of big boulders and stuff on the sides, like massive rock formations, and then there's you know, the beaches in between. You know, the water's super blue and nice, and if you climb on the rocks you can see down into the water and see straight through. It's really beautiful there.
We have a bit of a story time from there, well I do specifically, but I think also Albany, I mean sort of that area, I mean WA is kind of known for the sharks.
Yeah, it is definitely known for sharks.
It is, but we actually found on our trip, our last trip, there was a lot more sharks on, our shark encounters were actually specifically in Albany.
We saw there was a shark head that looked like it had been bitten off the rest of its body. But it was quite a big shark. It would have been a 3-metre long shark. So
big head though.
Washed up on the beach. So
it smelled awful. You could just smell it.
It made us think,
ooh,
what bit its head off? Must have been an absolutely massive shark.
It was a little bit scary. Also at that same beach, there was quite a few people in the water. I was in the water. Were you in the water?
I wasn't quite in the water. We were getting our snorkeling gear, and Bianca already had hers, and I was going back to our stuff to get mine.
Yeah, so I was in the water, and there was plenty of people in the water, and all of a sudden, I noticed everyone had hopped out of the water, and I'm standing in the water, and I'm thinking, God, where did everyone go?
Yeah.
And I'm looking around me and nobody had told me to get out of the water. I didn't realize anything was happening. I'm like, okay, I should probably get out of the water. And people are talking. There's people like going up to each other, and apparently someone had spotted a shark in the water, and I just thought it was a little bit, what's the word? Yeah, it was kind of like a little bit.
It was funny because when I walked back with my snorkeling gear, I noticed everyone was on the side, and Bianca was just out in the water swimming around. And then she looked over at me, and I'm like, oh no.
I literally, my heart dropped when I realised everyone got out.
When everyone had already hopped out, we talked to some people, and whether or not there's actually a shark there remains a mystery.
A shark shadow.
Yeah, somebody saw a bit of a shadow in the water. But
however, that being said, we did see a shark head.
We did see a shark head.
So, do you know what? I that was enough for me. I was out of the water.
20 minutes later, we hopped back in though. So
it was fine. Okay, so next up we have Little Salmon Bay, which is located on Rottnest Island. It's about 25 minutes from the main settlement on a bike. However, you can catch a shuttle bus.
Yeah, if you get a ticket.
Yeah, up to the beach, and it's located on the south side of the island.
You got the tickets for the bus, which come every 15 minutes. But when we hopped off the bus at Little Salmon Bay, that was our first stop. It was absolutely amazing. It was the best snorkeling I've ever done in my life. It was insane. There was so many fish. Yeah, and it's protected there as well. The fish as well, and there was some King George whiting that were just like absolutely massive.
It was amazing.
But, like, there was a bit of a reefy section. I was able to dive down a little bit, about 3 meters deep type thing, and hold onto some rocks and peer under the rocks, and there was like rock cod and all different fish, some of them being like quite massive.
It's also it's kind of sheltered as well, so I wouldn't say it gets that windy.
So recently there has been a couple of shark attacks there, but while we were there, the last shark attack had been like years and years ago, about 500 meters offshore. If I was going back to Rottnest, I could only see one beach. That would be the one I would go to. Number 3 on the list, and this was a bit of a toss-up for me. It wasn't Bianca's favourite necessarily, but I really liked this beach. So it was Hellfire in Cape Le Grand, and it's probably one of the more quiet beaches in Cape Le Grand. But it was one of the most beautiful. It was absolutely amazing. The water is just crystal clear, and you get these body surfing waves coming in that you can just like hop onto and catch them into shore.
I'll have to put some videos of Jimmy body surfing. He's really getting in there.
But there's quite a big like a massive rock on, you know, the left side if you're looking out into the water.
Yeah.
And
do people jump? People jump off that?
People sometimes jump in it, but it can get quite dangerous when the water's sucking a bit, and it can push you up against that rock.
Another story time.
Yeah.
Basically, when we were there was quite a few little children out in the water, which is okay, but their parents actually were not watching them. They were on the beach.
Not only that, there was properly big waves there, like well over my head.
Dangerous. Jimmy's 6'8", mind you. So there was there were 2 little kids. There was
a brother and sister there in particular.
A little boy? Was it the
little boy and his sister, and she wasn't quite as far out.
But the little boy got sucked into one of the waves and he crashing up against the rock.
And it was
they
like
go from
sucking
0
him out
to
and then
a
like
10.
crashing on his head.
Yeah, they go 0 to a 10 so quickly. Like it just escalated so quickly. Lucky, like someone was out there.
Yeah, there was actually
close.
this guy out like body surfing at the back.
Yeah.
And he was able to swim over, but like 5 more minutes, not even, like a couple minutes, and
he probably would have drowned.
Would have drowned or had his head smashed against this rock.
And he was screaming, and it was awful.
And
the poor boy.
Saying, help me.
Yeah, and you know, parents obviously realised after that, but that's just something. Don't let. Don't make sure you're in the water with
and
kids.
Also just watch out for other people out there. You know,
there's a lot of inexperienced swimmers.
Yeah, or just can't swimmers.
Yeah.
But
so
good
keep
to
in
be
mind.
Careful.
However, absolutely beautiful beach.
Yeah.
The water is literally, you can see it looks like a pool almost.
It's insane, like a swimming pool.
So.
All right.
Okay.
Next up.
Number 2, which is Lucky Bay. I absolutely loved Lucky Bay.
Yeah.
Genuinely, it was such a toss up between number 1 and number 2 for me, because I genuinely just Lucky Bay. Every time I think of WA, I think of pretty much Lucky Bay now.
Yeah.
It's got the most blue water I have ever seen in my life. The sand is literally the most white sand you've ever seen.
Yeah.
There's 2-wheel driving and 4-wheel driving, so pretty much
the sand is so hard when
compacted.
You get there that pretty much any car can just drive straight on.
Yeah. It was insane.
Said, it is full of cars, the whole beach,
yes,
but it is very big, so there's plenty of room for everyone.
But it is
It is packed. Though.
Yeah, it's packed. And when we were there, we saw...
We were lucky enough.
We saw... I just got what you said. We saw a kangaroo and with its joey.
Yeah, it was so cute.
It was absolutely insane. And it's funny because Jimmy actually wanted to go back to Hellfire.
And we were lucky enough when we got there that the kangaroos were on the beach, so it was worth it.
So we did get pretty lucky.
Yeah. But I mean, Lucky Bay is known for having kangaroos come on the beach, but I think you still have to be somewhat...
You do.
You know,
Mind you, also, usually you're going to be more likely to see kangaroos at dusk or dawn.
Yeah.
Because what are they? A pesca?
Crepuscular is the word. But that being said, we were lucky enough to see them in the middle of the day, and they do come out in the middle of the day a bit.
Yeah.
Just make sure not to touch them.
Yes, there was a lot of people touching them. Make sure you're keeping your distance.
Yeah.
You should not be touching them. Obviously, everyone wants a
photo.
Feel free
to take a photo.
Yeah, don't touch.
But
they're not like dogs you should be patting. So,
all right, ready for number 1?
What's number 1?
Alrighty, so number 1 was Warden Beach.
No words for Wharton.
It was just amazing. It's technically part of the Cape Legrand Park, but to get there... It's actually
probably like an hour.
But to get there, you sort of go a different way.
Yeah.
Whereas the other ones, you can just enter like the Cape Legrand National Park and drive between all of them.
A little bit harder to get to.
Oh, yeah, a little bit longer to get to anyway from Esperance.
Not hard necessarily,
but yeah, wow.
Oh my gosh, Wharton Beach was actually, I'm not even kidding when I say it's like a pool. Like literally just one big swimming pool.
All
of
them
are, but I'd say Wharton is the most. So unlike Lucky Bay, Wharton only has 4-wheel drives for a very good reason. If you've come in a 2-wheel drive, there's parking at the top. You just got to walk down to the beach instead of driving on. Now, if you want to be a little bit silly and try with driving on the beach with your 2-wheel drive, what's going to happen? We actually witnessed this.
It was funny because obviously we've got the 4-wheel drive, and so I drove to the end of the road, and like we drove just past the car park, and there was this Toyota Corolla stopped there, and then we continued down to the beach access, and obviously before I took it off the asphalt, the Pajero, I just put it into 4-wheel drive. We see this Toyota Corolla that we saw at the top of the hill before speed up onto the beach, onto the sand, make it about 10 meters, and then straight down to the axles.
They had to get
Yeah, luckily for them, there's plenty of four-wheel drives on the beach, and
if you
somebody
want to
snatched strapped them out. Yeah, so there is quite a lot of cars there, not as many as on Lucky Bay, just beautiful waves too, really good for body surfing as well. I think I spent hours body surfing out in the water.
Oh, actually amazing.
Yeah, it was really amazing there.
Yeah,
so
lunch on the beach as well.
Yeah,
and
so, well, that's number one. That was our favourite, and I think now we're going to go through some honourable mentions.
Just a few little
just
extra
a couple
ones.
other beaches that we would recommend you go to.
Yeah. So first up, we have Bremer Bay.
Yeah.
Which beautiful.
It was like
the
nothing I've ever seen before.
It was
I've
kind
never
of
been to the Whitsundays.
Yeah. Oh, I've never been either, but when you
yeah.
look at photos of the Whitsundays, it's kind of like I can't imagine it's as good as the Whitsundays.
But it's like
the sandbanks are just everywhere.
Yeah, there's like the sandbank. It's like an estuary coming out.
Yeah.
And there's all these little sandbanks, and then the water flows between them. If you've ever been to Victoria and you've been to Wilson's Prom, it looks a lot like Tidal River.
I don't think the videos will even do justice.
No,
this
but we'll
beach
put them up.
Especially, it was just one of those things you have to look at. Like, definitely hit up Bremer Bay.
And so next up is the aquarium,
Yeah.
which is like just near Margaret River. And that was actually an interesting one because we got there and it was actually quite cold. But
also the photos on the internet, I think we had
high hopes.
We had high hopes.
And it wasn't as nice when we got there. And we were looking out in the water and it just wasn't that nice. But we hopped in, and once you hop in the water, it was actually really amazing. There were so many different kinds of fish in that
it
little
lives
spot,
up to the aquarium name.
Yeah,
for
definitely.
Sure.
On the outside, it's not as nice looking, but once you hop in, it's absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
All right, and what's our last honourable
Lucky
mention?
last, we have Bustleton, which
Bustleton,
is very
this was
close
a bit
to
surprising
Perth.
for me.
Yeah. I'm not going to say I don't know how far it is exactly,
No.
but it is quite close to Perth. Beautiful.
A couple hours
it's
out, I
actually
think.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Pretty blue water.
Yeah, it's not like Victoria where all the beaches near the city are just like terrible.
Chelsea's the best you're going to get.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
it was
like blue water and white sand and tons of fish.
Yeah. So
yeah, it was quite amazing.
Bustleton was a favourite actually, I think. So
all right, well, I think that pretty much wraps up our favourite beaches in WA for now, until we go and explore more of the coastline.
Yes, we would love to give you guys next year a updated version of our favourite WA beaches.
We'll see where we go.
Yeah.
But
it'll
be interesting to see. All right, but that's it for this video, so we'll see you in the next one.
See ya.